Hello! Welcome to Not Good Enough! I'm your host Dylan, and these are my wonderful players. We don't have a Rachel today because she's got personal things. Fucking personal things, like, you couldn't just... We're YouTubers now!
Just in time.
We're YouTubers now! We can't have fucking personal lives.
Yeah.
You're just saying that because you couldn't anyway.
Oh, fuck off. And I'd like to welcome the wonderful players that, insult me all day. Say hello, wonderful players. No one else said hello.
Nah.
You ask for the ones that insult you every day, and I don't insult you every day.
You insult me every day. No.
I don't think I've ever insulted you. I've definitely insulted, I think it's Editor Dylan.
Yes,
Fuck that guy.
Editor Dylan.
Editor.
Fucked, Jake!
Yeah, fuck that guy. He's a piece of shit. But you're fine. I don't think I've ever insulted you. To my
Yeah, Editor Dylan's kind of a douche, but he does do the editing, so I can't really complain about him. We do have a new intern. We have Editor Gray.
Woo!
Sweet.
For probably exactly one episode, maybe.
I'll just send all the Monster of the Week's episodes to you.
All of them?
Every one of them. Every time we film a new Monster of the Week, I'll just send them to you. So, last episode we had a confession of love. We had Mumford thinking he was straight for like a good solid minute.
What?
Succubus.
Oh, okay, yeah, right.
We had a phone call from Elma telling Valkyrin that Milos said his first word.
Yay!
And before we move to that scene, I'd like to take some time for Val and Mumford to mute for a second.
Mute and not deafen?
No deafen. You can hear all of this. Fair enough. I did tell you to roll that charisma check with disadvantage, and you gave me it. So, I'm going to tell you from your perspective what happened. You and Val floated the marble of memory into the air and kind of started using magic to kind of piece Milos's mind together. And as you were, there was a kind of backlash. The marble of memory just drops to the floor, and you are hit with not a memory of Milos, but a memory you've never seen before.
Interesting.
As you kind of awaken in this meadow hill type area, you see before you two travelers walking through this meadow. The meadow is bright green, flowing with flowers and every plant that you've ever seen before. The two suns beating in your eyes. It's probably summer. And you see these two travelers walking. One, a pale white winged tiefling. The other, a gray Goliath. You know this to be Valkyrin and what you know of Milos. This was their travels together. And this kind of flash... You flash out of that memory and you see around you a library with books floating around, colors unimaginable, but brilliant. Flashing. As you grab one of the books, usually when you enter this kind of mindscape, it says a date. These books usually say a date, time, and kind of the most significant thing that you remember from that date.
Cool.
Instead, this book says Milos.
Mm-hmm.
And the date is about 22 years ago on... One second. As I bring up the month. On the 2nd of Baldrin. As you open this book, you kind of awaken near Milos as the wind is blowing on the mountains, snow covering all of the huts around you. Baldrin for Goliathbor is the harshest winter in all of Altonia.
Alrighty. So kind of like January, February in our...
November, December.
Okay.
As you look around, it's almost... The snow is... Like, the snowfall is so thick you can barely see Milos beside you. And as you're about to, like, float around and kind of check out the scenery, you feel yourself pulled in the direction that Milos is trudging down the mountain.
Mm-hmm.
You hear up above the great silver dragon of Goliathbor, the protector, flying overhead as you hear a silent prayer from Milos asking for passage through this mountain pass. You now know this to be Milos leaving.
Okay.
As you kind of move out of this memory, you try to look past the windows of your mindscape, but all it is a bright light, and you are brought back into your body. I'm just going to make sure that I'm recording. Yeah. So, as you were brought back into your body, you apologize to Elma, saying that this was a failed try, but can I have an Arcana check? And I'll give you advantage on this one.
Sweet. Let's see. Intelligence. That's Milos's character sheet. So that is a 17.
17. With the 17, you now know the inner workings of the magic you will need to bring Milos's memories into the body.
Squeeze.
You also know that you will need Valkaren for this. And while Mumford is not skilled in the ways of magic, you do know that he will be of some help with his knowledge of Arcana.
All right.
As you move back out of the prison area, your mind kind of wanders. It's like a thought worm in your head that's just trying to burrow in. You think you've seen something like this before. It's almost infectious. Not that it's a bad thing. It's not bad per se. It's just something has kind of made a dent. As you move towards, as you move back to Polair's lab, not Polair, Paraco's lab. Oh no, did I just lose my fucking map? Fuck! Well, Kids, remember to save your shit. Alright. Well then, we're going to use the Feywilds for this. I'm very mad right now because I just... Tabletop Simulator does the thing where it auto-saves. And it just completely overwrites my fucking shit.
That's a bummer.
So, as you move back to Paraco's library, you kind of step in and see the books around you. Do you begin studying?
Mm-hmm.
As you kind of start looking through books, you tirelessly go through each volume of either divination, illusion. Actually, I am going to give you a list of different books you would have used. By the way, fuck off, really? Everything seems to be going off there. So, we're going to be using the Feywilds as our map for today. Fuck. I am so legitimately angry right now. So, it's divination, enchantment, and illusion magic. You go through... You study each book, kind of looking for that little thought worm that you've got right now.
Okay.
I'm going to have you roll an Arcana check, and I'm going to give you proficiency.
Sweet. 8.
8?
Yeah.
Nothing really seems to come up through the books. As we kind of move through the 2-week period, I'm going to give you 4 more Arcana checks with proficiency.
Striking. Fuck, not much better. 11.
Okay?
I'm gonna try dice. There we go, that's better. 15.
Okay?
16.
Okay?
Let's see if we can get in that 20. Yeah. Fuck. 6.
Okay, so 16 kind of gives you that little thought worm of memory magic. It's not... Its uses are very rare throughout the world. It kind of gives you you remember that there are spells that you haven't used but that you've seen Perico use.
Mm-hmm.
And you remember one, which is Modify Memory. But it's kind of an altered Modify Memory to kind of reverse the effects of something permanently taking that memory and condensing it. And from what... No, Jesus Christ. Why isn't streamer mode on? There we go. You know this to be a modify memory spell, kind of modified to attune to the plane of thoughts.
Ooh.
So yeah. And that's where we're gonna leave off for Faradell. And Faradell, you immediately get a phone call from Valkaren. telling you that Milos has said a word to Elma.
Dope! I'll be right there.
And I'm guessing you both go off to the prison.
Wait, Milos is in a prison?
Yeah, he's in the prison because he, well, was a fucking maniac.
Right, okay, yeah, that's fair. He was Evilosh for a little bit.
Yeah. So, yeah. So you head off to the prison. Alright, this is gonna be our makeshift fucking Feywilds. Oh, not Feywilds, the Plane of Thought. Mumford!
It's me.
Mumford, as the battle finishes, you're tired.
Yeah.
It's been a long day, and you've almost attacked both your son and your son's boyfriend,
Yeah.
who you've taken in as a foster child. You've also made a pillar of ice go down into the Altonian world's core, but you don't know what that'll do.
Don't. No. Thanks, though.
So, Mumford, you see Val rush off in the direction of the prison. You see that Polaire and Samuel are both okay. Polaire is taking Samuel back home to the castle. Do you want to go accompany them, or do you want to make sure Val's alright?
I want to accompany them first, just to make sure they get home okay, because every time I look away, something bad happens.
Alright, so I'm gonna roll 2 luck checks, you're gonna roll 1. Okay?
Oh, okay.
We just need 2 successes.
I got an 11.
14. We've got 2 successes.
Yay.
All 3 of you get home. Samuel slightly trips and face plants.
Oh.
Polaire picks him up. They're just laughing together. And Goose comes out, greets you 3. If you want, you can voice Goose in this situation. Does not matter to me.
Would work. I think that would only work better if Polaire was actually here.
Yeah, okay.
Otherwise, it'd be like, oh, well, howdy. No response.
I mean, Sam can respond.
Okay.
Alright.
Well, howdy there. Y'all look worse for wear. What happened?
Hey, Goose. Well, Succubus attacked downtown?
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, just glad y'all made it back okay.
Do you have some of that special soup?
Oh, you know I do. I was gonna make up some biscuits for that. You wanna come and help?
Yeah, sure. Sam and Polaire kind of move in with Goose. Goose has a little prophecy that he kind of hands Mumford, and then walks into
Curious Goose.
the castle with Polaire and Sam.
Am I able to double back and go check on Valkyrin now?
Yeah. I'm gonna say you text Valkyrin. Val? Violet?
Hello?
Hello. Do you happen to tell Mumford where you went?
Yes. In 2 words.
Milos prison.
At Milos.
At Milos. Okay.
I just send her on my way, but it's shortened to OMW with like 8 emojis afterwards.
No point in shortening that.
Val, you get like a heart emoji, hug emoji.
There's
3.
one emoji that That's like a stoplight because I accidentally clicked it and didn't erase it.
3 like smiley face, 3 different smiley face emojis.
Yes.
What happens at the prison?
Huh?
But what happens when I get to the prison?
Alright, so when you get to the prison, first of all, it seems fairly calm. The prison, while usually slightly noisier than the castle or not even downtown Genasters, because downtown Genasters is just fucking chaos, like any downtown area. The prison seems fairly calm today, and as you kind of look through and see prison guards and prisoners outside, they seem very chill. Like someone's giving them the dankest weed. I'm joking.
Oh.
As you walk into where Elma is, she's not smiling or crying. She's very. This entire month has been very taxing on Elma. Roll a history check, Val.
I'm not very good at those. 23. I rolled a 9.
With a 23, you would know. I think you would have heard somewhere around that about the school that was comatose.
Mm-hmm.
So it's been a fairly taxing day for Elma, and you do see Faradell is there already.
Hello.
As you look into the window, you do see that Milos is still in the same spot in the middle as every day you visited him.
Alright, so what's happened? What did he say?
He talked about our first date.
Isn't a proper conversation?
No, not a proper conversation. Like he was trying to remember everything about it.
But he spoke in complete sentences.
Kinda. They were kind of broken word. Not like Milos broken word, but like
Right.
It starts off with one word sentences, and you do see Milos muttering something.
So I guess here's how I kind of picture Milos right now. Feel free to correct me if I'm wrong, but I kind of see him almost like he's really snuggled and tucked into his bed, like a small child, and like has his covers basically covering all of them except for like his eyes, and like he's almost like a little weary, I guess.
Yeah.
Imagine kind of like a small child when you're afraid of the dark, and you kind of feel like if you put the covers over you, then like you're safe. That's kind of how I imagine Milos like right now.
Alright. You do see the memory marble is still in the middle of the room. So.
Shall we give this another go?
Yeah, bro.
Mumford does walk in.
Hi.
Hello. We're just going to be giving this another go.
Oh, do you need any help? Or just moral support?
Moral support would be dope, but like if he like starts to, I don't really like know if the memories are gonna like how they're gonna like affect him. But like, if he gets like, I guess, too excited, you might need to hold him down, bruh.
Hey.
So, are the three of you entering the room?
Yes.
Yeah.
As the three of you enter the room, I'm guessing one of you begins drawing a chalk outline for a magic circle. Kind of, Mumford, you guide Milos to the middle of the circle.
Yeah.
Milos is just gonna be like petting Mumford's fur because he's, still a little confused about this whole situation.
Elma, as she did before, begins setting three glowing orbs around the magic circle to kind of guide this situation, and as Faradell and Val move to the either side of the room, or either side of the magic circle, I'm gonna have both of you roll a spell casting check, but because you both succeeded on that Arcana check, you get to roll that with advantage.
Sweet.
16. Assuming we're not using proficiency.
I'll let you use proficiency, so that moves it up to a 20.
20. Yeah.
Fair enough.
That is a 19.
With proficiency?
Yeah, no, proficiency bonus is a 4.
Yeah. Okay, I'm just checking.
Yeah.
You begin to start chanting the words in your respective... No, what? No, you don't chant the words in your respective language. You chant the words in Sylvan, as you did before, as it seemed to have worked the last time. Faradell, you alter the spell formula to match that modify memory spell that you read about.
Mm-hmm.
And Val, you kind of take this by surprise, but as he kind of gets into that rhythm, Val, you match those words, word for word, beat to beat. Mumford, you are still in the middle, making sure Milos is okay, and as the glowing orbs begin to brighten, light, it's almost like daylight in the room kind of shines, and Mumford, you awaken, no weapon in hand, no inventory on you. As you look at your hand, it's shadowy and almost formless until you kind of move it and try to make a fist. It kind of forms in and forms your individual fingers. You look around and see an unending black desert. The sand moving and shifting, and as it shifts around you, you look up in the sky and see a black sun emanating white light and a purple sky. As you begin to take that first step, the sands shift, and around you is your mindscape. It's that baseball field, but instead of people playing, instead of you being around people, you're alone, and it's about 15 feet wide.
Oh my.
And
Well, somehow a lonely mindscape got lonelier.
And as you kind of find that this is solid ground from where the sand was, you start to move forward. And as you move forward 15 feet, you find that it drops into that black sand, and the black sand moves to catch you. and turn into more of your mindscape. And in the distance, almost formless, but you recognize it. You don't know how you recognize it. It seems to be a ball of something. But you don't know what that is. But you recognize it. If something in your mind is telling you that you recognize it. Val.
Mm-hmm.
You enter this plane. You see this unending black desert, and you feel a wind coming towards you. It's not moving anything. The sands aren't moving because of the wind. The sands are moving because of something else. And as you step, as you try to make that first step, and you try to shift your feet to move, you try to think of the spell to use to cast something. And all you hear is an unending screaming of not just your thoughts, but almost like millions of people's thoughts. And the sands shift and alter and construct your library as it's on fire. You kind of pick at one of the books, and you know that it's not a memory of your own. It's a memory of a person you've never met, a person you've never seen before. And about 60 to 70 or 80 feet away, you see this formless shape. The shape that you feel warmness towards. Like it's something you've lost and that you have finally found. Faradell.
Yeah.
You enter this unending desert as well. You do not see your friends around you. You're alone. It's not the first time you've been alone. You've been alone for a lot of your life. Until Perico had found you, you were alone. But as the sands kind of move and shift and you think about a spell to cast to kind of guide your way, thoughts unending enter your mind. You bend down to pick at the sand beneath your feet, and as you pick it up, you hear each individual thought as it is flowing out of your hands.
Whose thoughts are these?
And as the sands shift into your mind palace, you notice that new grains of sand appear as it shifts and moves. You know this to be the thoughts of not just every being on Altonia, not just every being in all planes and hells. You know this to be the thought of everything in existence.
Ferdo's completely overwhelmed right now.
And as you look in the distance, you do see a formless shape that you don't feel anything towards, but you instantly think about the way your friends look when anyone mentions their name. So,
Yeah.
can I please have everyone roll initiative?
Oh boy.
Okay.
And use, instead of your dexterity scores, your intelligence scores.
19.
Thanks,
Oh,
still.
19.
Do I still get advantage or no?
You don't get advantage. This does not
Yeah.
activate your danger sense.
That's fair.
And Faraday still gets to add Jack of all trades.
Yep.
I got a 3.
Okay. 3, 19, and Faraday?
I got a 19 as well.
And you added Jack of all trades, correct?
Sure.
Because you add a half proficiency.
Oh, okay.
So that should be 21, I'm guessing? Faraday.
And Jack of all trades is cool.
Yeah, it is. Faraday, you're the first to kind of move through the sand. The sands create your library is different, as in like it's on fire, but it's not really a library. It's just books floating in the air. As these brilliant colors kind of shine from them. You move... I'm guessing you move towards this formless ball.
Yeah.
Violet, could I please have the stream up?
Oh, right, yes. I need to enter.
Yes, you do.
It's loading. Oh, I can only be grey. Oh, I don't think the whole table's there.
Oh no, it's there. Remember I said that tabletop fucked me?
Yeah.
So this is our makeshift plane of thoughts. Sorry, what'd you say?
Ta-da.
Ta-da. There we go.
Although I'm in spectator mode.
Why are you in spectator mode?
It's the only one it offered me.
Oh, weird. Huh. Interesting. Can I change your color?
Oh, there we go.
That is weird, though, that the table's not showing up. But, kind of cool. Faraday.
Yeah.
I'm guessing you move towards Milos?
Oh, so I see Milos?
You see the formless ball that you kind of recognize as Milos.
Okay. Yeah, I try to move closer to him.
Okay. You begin to move closer to Milos. And here's what happens. As you move closer to Milos, the sands move up and twist around you, and a creature born of most of all of these sands. Can I please have a wisdom saving throw from Faraday?
Oh boy. Ooh. Let's see. 22.
As it kind of tries to overwhelm you with thoughts, you kind of resist and it bursts.
That's right, bro. I'm too smart for you. Back off.
And what happens is this. The sands of thought burst and kind of replace onto the ground. You have moved your full movement because this is difficult terrain.
Okay.
And it will continue to be difficult terrain until you let your palace kind of shift and form with you. This isn't a battle per se. You can take only psychic damage.
Mm-hmm.
But the monsters that you will be experiencing in this battle are fairly just... You have to resist the wisdom saving throw.
Gotcha.
And Faraday, you do know this now.
Dope.
So, next is Violet.
Oui. C'est moi.
Parlez-vous français?
So you feel that warmness kind of pull you towards Milosh.
Okay. Well, I'll happily move closer.
Okay, so if you're gonna move closer, I'm gonna have you roll a perception check because I think you would try to perceive this before. That is very strange, though. I don't understand why you're like selecting the goddamn table.
8. Can move it. May I?
Sorry, what?
May I try and move it?
Yeah, sure.
Nothing happens. Okay.
Okay. Can you try to select your piece?
I cannot.
Huh. Interesting.
Oh, not even if I highlight over it. It's really weird.
That is very weird.
Oh, wait. There, I did it.
Okay. Still very strange, though.
Yeah.
So
I got a... Was it 13? No, an 8.
So with the 8, you don't see where the sands would be. This is very weird.
Yeah.
Okay, you know what? I am going to change the game. I'll just add Milosh's token to it. It's
Whoa.
we're having a little technical difficulties because Violet...
When aren't we?
That is true. That is very true.
Oh, that hurts.
So, to you guys, it looks like the wonderful city of Genastris. To my players, it looks like it should. Like I've described it. So if you guys could just imagine, just, I would use theater of the mind, but I also just want to use the fucking tabletop.
I was going to say, imagination? In my tabletop role-playing game? Pfft, no way.
So could you?
When?
I'm just gonna fuck up my game.
Polaire engaged in Grand Theft Auto.
Polaire is now Milosh right now.
I'm sorry, Hilaire.
Why are you apologizing to Polaire? You know what? I have a Milosh token. There.
Wow.
So big.
Milosh got buff.
He's so tall.
And Milosh, we both know Milosh's response to that would be, Milosh already buff.
Milosh doing push-ups in his sleep.
As Dylan tries
It's
to
like that scene in Avatar where Iroh finally breaks out of jail.
Yeah, exactly.
Look, Faraday's buff too.
It's all about pop, bro. Gives me good abs. I smoke so hard.
Milosh could pick up a whole building and suplex it.
Thank you. Okay.
You can bench press a building.
Oh, for sure.
How am I gonna? Yeah, there we go. And no, stop it.
Oh, I wanted to eat him away.
No yeeting. All right. Violet, one of these kind of wraiths wrap around you and is going to do the same thing they tried to do with Faraday. So can I have that wisdom save?
$24.
It tries to do the same thing, but then it's like it turns to sand, and you've moved your movement. I'm going to say that that at the beginning you did try to fly, but you noticed that your wings they're there, but they aren't functional in this form.
Makes sense.
All right. Just gonna. Okay. Just gonna. All right. They've moved a bit. Everything's moved a bit. Mumford. Mumford, you get to roll perception check with advantage, though. Because danger sense. Danger zone!
And we beat to it.
Excuse me?
That is it. That's a 22. And shit. Not a 22. So I'm gonna go with the 22.
Are you sure? You don't want to go with the 14 or 12 or whatever you got?
It was a 13.
Wow, that was really close.
It was. You're learning telepathy. I'm very proud of you.
Thank you.
And I'm gonna go with the 22.
You notice the sands kind of... You see that the sands move on their own as thoughts are just being created and turned into grains of sand in this plane of existence. But you notice that these ones kind of move methodically. So you know to avoid them. So you can go through.
Put my hand in the ground.
You want to put your hands in the ground?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I'm all shadowy and I match the ground, so I wanted. I don't know. I think there was a plan to this somewhere in the back of Mumford's brain. But for now he goes, oh, me and the sand match.
Wait, what did you rolled a 22, right?
Yeah.
Oh, you definitely see this too. Fuck.
What
As you look to the ground and begin to move your hand towards it, you see a golden speck, a golden grain.
Oh. Pretty.
And as you kind of go towards it and try to pick up that single grain of sand, no one can ever tell me that they've picked up a single grain of sand.
I do it all the time.
I have.
I call bullshit on both of you.
What?
Well, you're wrong.
I've been referred to as the honest Abe of my generation, I'll have you know, good sir. So how dare you doubt my trustworthiness?
Anyway, you pick up a bunch of sand,
Wow.
and as you
Because
pick
you're
up
weak.
this bunch of sand, you hear thoughts of people you don't know. Blairin.
Oh, Blairin's okay.
Blairin's okay. Blairin doesn't seem to remember what happened to him. You hear, oh man, I must have been attacked, something harsh. You hear...
I'm so proud of you, Blairin.
You hear a thought of Takar. Now you don't hear any evidence that he attacked Blair, and you hear, man, I really hope Blair's okay.
Weird.
And as you kind of move towards the golden speck of sand, it kind of moves every sand off, in which the voices kind of dull into Mumford.
Oh?
Mumford, can you hear me?
I can hear you. Who's here?
It's
Who?
Lysander.
Lysander! Hi, Lysander. Is this a brain whisper?
It's the thought of Lythander's main thought of just kind of let me float. And you kind of let this golden grain of sand float, and it kind of guides you.
Oh.
So I'm going to let you make perception checks with advantage. To guide, it will guide you through these sands. Lythander's main thought. Through these sands without triggering these memory rates, I'm going to call them.
Okay. This
You
is why you dig holes on the beach.
and as you move, you actually move farther than the other two. So Lythander's brain is guiding you this way and into this alley right here.
Ooh.
So you get actually over here for your main movement. And if you want, you can dash closer to the alley.
There. I'll run fast.
Alright, so you'll move over here. And we move back up to the top with Farida.
So I guess I'm gonna keep trying to make my way towards that, what I perceive as Milosh.
Okay. So I'm gonna have you roll a perception check to see if you can see any of these sand wraiths.
See here. 11.
11. Let me just. Okay. You do not see anything.
Fine, I'm sure everything's fine.
So, give me 1 second. Tell me which way you want to go. Do you want to go this way or up?
Let's just go straight back.
So this way?
No, other way.
This way.
Yeah, that way.
Alright, can I have a wisdom save?
Sure can. Yeah, it's like a typo. The die says a 1, but I'm
Oh no, buddy! Alright. So, I think we all know the rules of a nat 1.
automatic success.
Double damage?
You sure?
Yeah.
Unfortunately, that's our house rule for natural ones on a saving throw. We've killed a few people with it, though.
Oh, that's comfy.
15, 21, 24, 26, and 32 points of psychic damage.
Guys.
And you are restrained as the sand kind of tightens around you and starts pulling you down. You get the splitting headache that kind of, your form is shadowy and it starts to, like, you know how the Venom symbiote, when it gets hit with sonic guns, it kind of starts to, like, move away? That's what's happening. It's your form is starting to move apart.
Bad trip, bad trip, bad trip.
Val, that's you.
Brilliant. I'd just like to make my way closer to the Milosh.
To the Milosh? Okay, which way do you want to go?
Forwards. It's
So,
a straight line, though.
so that way? Okay, go.
Yeah.
I'll tell you when to stop. There. You put uh
Back one. Oh,
no,
that's a car.
that is a car. Can I have a wisdom saving throw, please? That is still a car.
Yeah, I know. I'm just trying to put it back where it was.
It's
Close
fine.
enough.
There.
23.
Oh yeah, this fucking psychic demon. You got this. You don't even need to roll those perception checks.
Stuck on that.
Alright, I'm just gonna start. Since I don't have the pieces I had on the other board, I'm just kind of mentally moving each thing. Okay. Mumford.
Hello.
So I'm gonna have you roll a perception check to keep your eye on Lysander's light.
Is that with advantage or no?
Yeah, that's with advantage.
Okay. That's a nat 20.
Fuck, you don't even. You see everything.
Whoa. Whoa, a chat room? What are these words and pictures?
You break the fourth wall. I'm joking. Whoa, who the fuck is this Dylan guy?
There's no Dylan here, just a dungeon master.
Mumford's the start of the Dungeon Master cult.
Oh, hell.
So it is telling you, Lysander's light is telling you to go, hey, Ly?
Yeah?
Could you move?
Where?
To
Face Mumford?
Yeah, to Mumford. Just on top of those buildings. Yeah, that's fine. There we go.
Sorry, I thought you could see him in the distance.
Oh no, it's just
Ominously.
it's just for Gray's sake. So you can move that down here and then up that alley.
We'll do that.
So that's gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Does it look like a baseball field to me? I mean, it is technically the kind that's in between buildings. I just want to know.
Where you stood was the baseball field. As you move out of and move towards move towards that light, it turns back into that black sand.
Ooh, cool.
So you can move there with a dash.
I'll do that.
Okay. Back up to the top with Faradell. Faradell, you are currently restrained. To get out of it, you're going to have to use... I mean, it's... Like I said, this is not an actual battle, so you're going to have to use what we would consider an action to break out with a wisdom save.
Alright. Don't fail me now, dice. 15.
15? Alright. By the way, for this battle, I am using mixed successes. Just thought I'd let you guys know about that.
Wonderful.
So, 15 was a mixed success.
Cool.
So you do get out of the wraith, and the wraith does scatter, but it doesn't seem to die. It seems to move away and move to a different spot. But you have half movement from your already halved movement.
Fantastic.
So you can move 10 feet.
I said that these are wraiths.
Yes.
So once I break free, I'm going to shake my fist angrily at the wraith. Bro, I don't have any magical rings. Go away. I'm going to move 2 feet.
Okay, I'm going to need you to repeat that.
Bro,
Yeah, you kind of went all weird.
Bro, I don't have any magical rings. Go away.
Okay. So you can move a dash. It would be I'm gonna round up. No, I'm not. So you have, if you use your dash, you're gonna have 25 feet of movement.
Let's do that.
All right. 5, 10, 15. Now you have two places you can go. You can go up here, or you can go over here.
Could you rotate the map a bit for me? I guess I'll just head towards the road. I feel like that's the most direct route to Milosh.
Okay, so 15, 20, 20, 25. So you'll be right here. No wraith here. You're lucky.
Fantastic.
All right. Val, that's you.
Brilliant. I'm here. I'd like to go over here.
Over where?
Hmm?
Right there? Okay. Are you dashing?
Yeah.
Okay. So you're gonna get to the beginning of that car you see.
Here.
Yep.
Okay.
And
And I don't have access to magic here, do I?
you
At
do
all.
not. You do not. I will give you guys cantrips.
Yeah, Misty Step is not a cantrip.
Sorry. But lucky enough, that is not a space where the wraith was.
Yay.
All right. Bing. All right. Okay, I got it. I got some spots for wraiths. Mumford, that's you.
All right. Okay. Ooh. Hi.
So,
I spaced out for like a half second.
Mumford, roll your perception check with advantage.
Oh. That's another nat 20. I'll take a picture.
Jesus fucking Christ, great.
I'm
Why
sorry.
can't you do this in a real battle?
Yeah.
I know.
Alright, so.
Like I said, this dice really likes me, but only when it's funny.
your little grain of light starts to move this way, but it seems to go this way and then skip this square right here.
Oh. So I should find a way to avoid that square, yes?
Yes. But you do notice that it very much did not go this way.
Which way?
This way.
Oh, not forward.
Yeah, so not this way. You can go this way, but you gotta skip this square.
Okay. I'll do. How am I walking? By the way, I guess I should ask. If I match the sand, does it look like my feet are melting into it at all?
It looks like your feet, as you kind of step, it kind of moves in and it starts to form ground under the foot, so you can still have like stable footing, but it takes you time to get that kind of mind palace type thing.
Oh. Huh. Well, okay, that's interesting. Well, I'm gonna imagine really hard that's normal ground that I'm used to, and I'm gonna go forth and maybe jump over that square
So you're gonna
like a maniac.
jump over the square. Okay. Can I have an athletics check, please?
Yes, you can.
And you don't get that advantage because you're not raging.
That's a 12.
Unfortunate.
I agreed.
You get on that square, I'm gonna have you roll a wisdom save.
Okay. Oh shit, that's a 4.
Unfortunate. You can. So 6, 8,
Can I not simply punch in retaliation?
No.
Okay.
As you try to punch, you notice your fist kind of... It doesn't make an impact.
Oh.
And the
Because I'm
sand,
a shadow.
the wraith wraps around you, and thoughts infinite just flood your mind.
I'm thinking.
16 psychic damage. And you are restrained and you are sinking.
I'm thinking and thinking.
So, so your movement has now reduced to 0.
Cool.
Yeah.
Farida, that's you.
So I guess I'm gonna keep heading towards Milos.
All right, you can roll your perception check if you want. That is kind of considered your action.
Perception. 12.
So you saw the wraith that captured you last time move this way, and you're kind of certain that it's on this square and not on this square, but you're not sure.
Then I guess I'll move to the square that I don't think the army was at.
Okay.
To start off with, and
Roll wisdom
Move.
save.
fucking hell! 5.
Is that another nat 1, mate?
No, I got a 2.
Oh, okay. Good. 6, 9, 17 points of psychic damage, and you are again restrained.
Oh joy!
Val, that's you.
Gotta love it.
Brilliant. I'm nearly there.
Yep.
I'd like to move closer.
Okay, so I will say that if you get a wraith anywhere close to Milos, it is a higher DC.
Okay.
So you can still move forward, or are you dashing?
Uh,
Do you want to use that perception check instead of dashing?
yes.
Okay.
I'll perception check. 13.
All right, mixed success. One second. 1.
Mm-hmm.
And 2. You know that there are wraiths there and there. You do not know if there's a wraith there.
Okay.
So, you're moving there? Okay.
Yep.
Alright. No fucking, what's the word I'm looking for? Wisdom save.
Wraith.
No wraith.
Okay. Okay. Well, that was 20 feet.
And that's all your feet.
Is it? All right.
Because remember, it's difficult terrain unless you are in your mind palace. So this is
So
your,
I'd only get 15.
yeah. So you can move your full speed back to where you were, but you can't move your full speed to Milos.
All right.
All right, time to ping, 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 ping. All right.
Hello.
So can I have a wisdom save, Mumford, to get out of this?
If I fail, could I use my DM inspiration that you gave us?
Yeah.
Cool.
Years ago.
Years ago. Last millennia. Oof, that's a 10. And that's a 5.
Unfortunate.
Cool.
You find yourself sink deeper into the sands.
Excuse me, sand. I gotta get through. I'm supposed to be moral support.
You take 9 points of psychic damage as the sands kind of now the sand from under your feet kind of starts wrapping around your body.
Oh, do I hear other people's thoughts?
Yeah.
That's gotta be a scare.
Yeah, you hear people in pain, people frightened and scared. You hear the screaming of a teenager trapped inside his own mind.
Is there any way I can roll a charisma check or something to be a little comforting? Because that's sad.
No, there isn't.
Oh. Okay.
You cannot communicate.
Well, I'm here for all of y'all.
And you shouldn't have said that because you've given me fucking ammunition.
Cool, love that.
As you say, I'm here for all of y'all. You see the sand form a face and say, "But were you?" And you see
I try to be.
the face of your uncle. "Were you here for me?" You see
I try to be.
it morphs into Arthur. "Or me?" And then you see lastly it's the face of what Lotus used to be. "Or me?"
Try very hard.
And as you feel this kind of despair from the people that you think you failed, it changes into Polaire, Lance, Gwyn, and you remember. It's almost like a memory it's like a memory tortures you as you remember when Gwyn and Lance had to hold knives to their throats as Ravencor decided to tell you his evil plan.
Do I also see, and I hate to give you more ammunition. A long time ago, when Mumford was very, very young, just starting Death Ball, the first time he mortally wounded someone, he beat himself up over that he still does, actually. Does he see that person as well?
You see a Minotaur who you remember that you mortally wounded with your axe, but you were in a berserker rage, so you remember that you accidentally got too angry, and as you tried to rip the axe out, you fucked up his collarbone.
Oh.
"What about me? You ruined my career!"
I'm sorry.
And we're gonna move back to Faradell.
So, wisdom saving throw, yeah?
Wisdom saving throw to get out of this.
So, that's a 9.
Please take 12 points of psychic damage.
God damn it.
As these sands start pulling you in, you don't hear the voices of the people you failed. You hear the voices of the people that you think are disappointed in you.
So everyone.
Yeah.
Depressing.
Val, if you were mortally disappointed in Faradell, what would you say to him?
I'm disappointed in you. It's not like you'd be worth saying anything else.
Mumford? What is the meanest thing Mumford could say to Faradell?
To Faradell? Why would I say something mean to Faradell? He healed my boy. You didn't heal my son good enough when it counted, I guess?
You see Elma, who you think is disappointed that you didn't figure out how to get Milos back on the first time, you see Perico, your teacher, your mentor, the person that picked you up from off the streets, and you see the sadness, and you see these hundreds of people that you think you failed gather around you.
Real bad trip.
Sorry, what'd you say?
Real bad trip, bruh. Real bad trip.
And you hear one of the all the voices kind of
Amalgamate.
amalgamate together and say, "Why would we expect anything from you? All you are is just a stoner."
That's probably your problem then for expecting stuff of me.
And we're gonna move to Val.
Okay. I'd like to make a perception check.
Yep, go for it.
So close to a 19. That's 8.
With an 8, you do not know where any of the wraiths would have gone.
Okay, so currently I know here and here, right?
You know, from your first time, from your last perception check, yeah, over here. No, sorry, over here and
Yep.
here.
Okay, so 5, 10, 15.
15, wisdom save.
Darn it. 16?
16, unfortunately, is a mixed success. So you will be taking half the psychic damage, and you will not be restrained, but you are knocked prone.
I have mixed feelings about this, but okay. Alright, I've got 35 hit points. Let's see me die.
7, so 13. 18 halved to 9.
I can take that.
As you get this splitting headache and start to you remember when you detected thoughts for that bounty and you heard like hundreds of voices around you? This is like turned up to the max and then you broke off the dial. As these sands kind of overcome you and push you onto the ground. Mumford.
Wisdom save?
Yep.
Alright, Captain. Oof, that's a 2.
Jesus Christ, Mumford. 8.
We got this, man. Don't worry.
Yeah.
17 points of psychic damage, and you are pulled farther down. You hear
You fall inside a hole you couldn't see.
you hear Polaire say, "Why would I ever think you're my real dad?"
Oh, joke. Nothing to say to that. I'm gonna be in this pit of despair for a hot second.
I'll allow you to try to get out again.
Thank you. That's very kind of you. Actually, that's a 15.
Mixed success. Okay.
Hey.
You hear these words from... No, wait. Polaire wouldn't say that.
Oh, he's much better at roasting me.
Polaire's the king of roasts. And he would never say that you're not his dad.
Exactly.
Because you know what? He may get angry at you, and you start to move out of the sand, almost like, and you try to like reach for something, and a hand pulls you out. And
you.
as it pulls you out, you notice that you're holding the golden grain of sand.
Oh, held hands.
And you're
Thank
like,
you, Lysander.
Polaire is a good boy! And the wraith scatters, reforms, and moves. You don't know where. You don't have any of your movement, though.
That's okay.
Okay. Faradell.
Come on, buddy.
Wisdom saving throw.
It's a 17.
Mixed success. Why would anyone be disappointed in you? You know what? You may have fucked up. You may have made mistakes. You may be a stoner, and who cares? You have made friends. You have gone on journeys. You have fought. And you've won. So who the hell would be disappointed in you? And as you think these thoughts, you get out of the sand and poof, and it scatters and moves somewhere.
Okay.
You got half your movement.
Um.
And an action!
Random question.
No.
It's a random question.
Yes. What's your question?
So would the monocle that I have help me find the wraiths at all?
Father
We don't have our
God!
equipment. I thought we didn't have our equipment.
You're right, you don't have your equipment, but I will tell you, the monocle of Arcanum does tend to breach through planes.
Fuck yes!
So,
I don't know why I didn't think of that earlier.
So if Faradell was wearing the monocle when he cast the spell, I'll allow for a little retconning. If Faradell was wearing the monocle while he was casting the spell with you, Val, he would have had it on in the plane of thought.
Sweet.
Nothing is more dapper than a man dressed in a robe, bunny slippers, and a monocle.
Is Faradell still wearing the robe and bunny slippers?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
It's been a month.
It's been a month.
So
I hope they've been washed.
yeah, he does his own laundry. Just he really likes he likes comfort. What can I say?
Alright. So you look around. I will allow a bonus action of perception check now.
Hell yeah.
And you get that advantage.
Okay, that's what I was about to ask. If that would be bad. God damn it, that still doesn't help. Hold on. 11.
Okay, so with an 11 and your monocle of Arcanum, you would know it moved to at least there.
Okay. So I'm gonna kind of like look and be like, okay, I think it's over there, so I'm gonna try to avoid going there. Fuck you, Wraiths! I'm on to you!
Okay, so you're gonna move this way, I'm guessing?
Yeah.
Alright, so 5, 10, 15. And you don't have a dash because you used your action to get out of it.
Mm-hmm.
No wisdom save.
Yeah.
Val, that's you.
Okay. I'd like to stand up
Okay. You
and
stand
step
up.
closer to Milos.
You're gonna step closer to Milos. Not even a perception check?
Depends. Can I go diagonally?
You can go diagonally, yeah.
Well, then I'm just gonna. Boop.
Okay. Can I have wisdom saving throw?
Oh, come on! I'm right where he is.
I know.
Milos isn't Milos.
You could still be wearing that name.
6 with a natural 1.
Yeah, I know. 12, 19, 24, 27 points of psychic damage. You are restrained by...
No, I'm not.
Why aren't you?
26 hit points.
Oh.
That's not good.
No.
Okay. I know what I'm going to do. Well, it would be very poetic for Val to die saving Milos.
That would be amazing.
That would be amazing,
But sad.
but sad.
And I don't think we want to be sad.
And I'm not going to do that because Val, as you move towards Milos, you see this kind of statue of Milos. And as the wraith begins to gather around you, you, floating in the air, grab his arm. What is the first thing you think or say when you grab the statue?
Welcome home.
Aww.
Welcome home. The words kind of leave the shadowy figure and come out as grains of sand in the form of welcome home, and they kind of scatter around Milos as they form the marble of memory and go into the middle of Milos's chest. The statue breaks and crumbles. The stone falls, and Milos, standing in the middle, watching his best friend about to be taken into the sand. Milos, what is your first reaction?
Milos is gonna like,
No, you will not take Milos, his best friend. Milos has been through what? And he will not be losing peoples.
and he's just gonna like grab the Valkyrian with his right arm and like pull the Valkyrian close to his chest.
Val, as you were moving into the void, almost content that Milos is probably home, you hear Milos scream as a giant fist goes through the sand and grabs your arm and pulls you close.
It's you. And Windows starting up or something.
Strange
And
mood.
this is where we're going to take a 5-minute break.
Dun dun dun. Anyone been listening to any good rap music lately?
I'm not into rap music.
Same here. How about
Yeah.
you?
No.
I have listened to several good metal bands for, I don't know, you all's taste in metal music, but that's obviously my jam. Happy to give recommendations.
I don't think I like metal.
Okay. So, I'm going to give you some recommendations, and then you can go from there, because like any genre of music, it is very broad. There are many sub-genres of metal. So even if you don't like one particular sub-genre, I guarantee there's at least one you might like. So you strike me as someone who might go for something more along like power. Typically power metal, like their lyrics are based in like mythology, literature, or based in like fantasy, sci-fi. Usually the vocalist has more like higher pitched operatic vocal styles, not always, but typically. So you strike me as someone who would maybe appreciate power metal bands a bit more. And I can recommend a good one that I discovered fairly recently called Beast in Black. I kid you not, the lead singer has one of the like most diverse vocal ranges. And I think he gave up his hair to have the voice of the god. In particular, check out the song "Blind and Frozen." Like, brilliant.
So, what do you guys think so far?
I'm glad that turned out the way it did, because otherwise we'd probably all just be stuck in this like void of nothingness and have pretty characters.
I like the poetry between Val getting to Milos while everyone else was stuck behind.
Yeah, I actually did. Like as I started to see Valkyrian get closer, I was hoping that Valkyrian would be else.
Yeah.
You're quite a bit jittery in your speech.
Who, me?
Yeah, you.
Yeah.
How's your internet connection?
According to Discord, it's fine.
Weird. Well, it's probably the stream. We're almost done with it though, so it should be fixed soon.
Out of curiosity, Milos, what level is he?
He would actually match your levels because you would have gotten training during Evilosh time.
Oh, guess who forgot to level up, Milosh?
Hmm.
I'm sorry. I'm not doing hey, Milosh is level 11.
Well, no, it just I didn't know if Jake knew to level him up or not.
I did. Yeah, I forgot. I'm pretty sure you told me at one point.
Alright, shall we get back into this wonderful game?
Yeah.
No. Oh, okay.
Mumford.
He's got this. Yes.
You notice that the memory rates start as it kind of moves towards the center. It just and just kind of scatters into sand. Lysander does say, "Well, looks like your friend got to him."
Good.
I don't think you need. And then you hear. I don't think you need. And the glowing golden light fades.
Can I catch the grain of sand if it falls?
Dexterity saving throw with disadvantage.
Not even with my danger sense?
Fine.
Yeah, that makes it impossible to get disadvantage.
On a straight. Straight dexterity saving throw.
That's a natural 20?
Oh,
20.
great!
I'll take another picture.
Thank you.
Yeah, just move the dice and then take the picture.
Great. Is that 4?
I think so.
Okay, I do want to point out, Dylan has explicitly forbidden us from
I'm
ever meeting Will Wheaton.
Using my knife.
If you shake his hand, I have a feeling that's going to be enough of a reaction to blow up a small island.
The end of the world. Father mucker! Like, that is... I think Gray has rolled 5 or 6 times this session. I think?
Okay, I'm looking at pictures of Mr. Wheaton, so I know never to shake his hand.
Never shake his hand. Don't even meet him. Like I said,
If you see him, turn and run.
don't let him touch your dice, by the way. Like, whatever he has, it is fucking contagious.
I'll make eye contact first and then turn and run. I think that'd be funnier in the moment.
No, don't make eye contact. We don't know how he spreads it. No offense, Mr. Wheaton. We do love your work, but,
Like you've ever seen Star Trek.
I don't even know how I feel about that. That hurts. That legitimately hurt me. Of course.
Now you know what it's like to take psychic damage.
Of course I've seen Star Trek. I'm 5 years older than you.
Okay.
And I have a fucking nerdy ass dad. He showed me Star Trek.
I was like when Star Trek first came out. Not really, I'm not that old.
In the 1960s?
I was about to fucking say.
I was alive when Next Generation came out.
Yeah,
Not
that
came out, you know.
yeah, that tracks actually.
Yeah, Next Generation came out in '88.
I think so. Anyways, after my whole Will Wheaton rant, you see almost kind of like they're used to this black desert moving. Who are you?
Name's Mumford. I'm here to pick up a friend.
Your friend is trapped in the plane of thoughts?
Oh. So I think so. Yeah.
Wait, what was your name?
Mumford? Adelis?
Atlas. That name sounds familiar.
Do you know Lotus?
No.
Oh.
But I do remember stealing from an Atlas family.
Why?
Well, I was the greatest thief of my age.
Dylan, do I know the name Arvo?
You don't.
Oh.
I don't think you paid attention in history class.
Oh. Okay.
That's a shame.
Oh, congratulations.
Yes, this man is fairly stout.
What's your name?
What was his last name, Jake?
What was whose last name?
Arvos?
Very vast.
Very fast, right.
How the hell do you remember that?
It wasn't that long ago. It was only a year.
Also, I created the character and I'm good with names.
Arvo very vast.
You.
Nice
Do you also need...
Nice to meet you too. Are you planning on going back to Eltonia? Because I do think I need to hitch a ride.
Oh, yeah. I was just about to offer, like, if you need a ride. I've got a lot of arms to hold people. I don't know how the plane of thought works.
I'm good. Let's just go meet your friend. I'm guessing they stopped those time rates, or memory rates.
Think so.
Alright. Faradell, you are no longer restrained. Well, you weren't restrained anymore, but you can all move towards the center where Milosh is.
Yeah.
Faradell, you do see this very stout dwarven rogue.
I thought it was a gnome.
Huh?
Yeah, I was about to say, he was a gnome.
He was a gnome? I forgot he was a
Yeah.
gnome.
Forest gnome.
Right.
Because he could speak to small animals.
Right. Yeah, you see this gnome rogue in a hood and a kind of futuristic helmet.
Dylan, could you please move your cursor?
Oh, yeah, sure. Sorry. That is a cool fucking image, I will admit that. But there's one problem. Mumford's too short.
Oh, shit, I shrank.
Also, Valkaren is like 6 feet tall.
And Faradell. Who's there? Okay. And you see this small gnomish fella walk over to Milos and Verido. Well, so how are we getting home? A planar shift?
I would, but I don't have my necklace.
Oh,
Who are you?
Arvo.
Okay.
I haven't seen. Jake, roll a history check.
Okay. For Fairytale, I'm assuming, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
10.
The name Arvo kind of. It's on the tip of your tongue.
Mm-hmm.
And as you think about it, you all teleport back into your bodies. No Arvo to be seen, though.
Oh, rest in peace.
Whoops.
What the hell?
Guess he couldn't steal a ride. That's poetic.
And Milos, you are standing fairly tall. Val, you can turn off the stream now.
Finally, thank you.
Milos, you are standing tall in this prison. Elma, tears in her eyes, standing outside the window.
Milos is going to drop to the ground, just completely overwhelmed with emotions, sobbing like a little baby.
Elma runs towards the entrance and just full on hugs.
He's going to, like, werebear hug her.
Bear hug.
Yeah.
You lift her off the ground. She full on kisses you.
Milos is trying to, like, say words, but, like, it's like, in between the sobbing and, like, just being overwhelmed, it's just kind of been like, just trying to, yeah, nothing is really discernible.
Milos.
Yes, I'm Milos.
Well, I guess we can. And she rips off the I am not Milos name tag off your chest.
Is Milos having this breakdown with the Groucho glasses on?
Oh, she fully took those off before kissing him.
Okay, good.
Milos, I missed you so much.
Milos has missed you more.
Thank you, all three of you.
Well, Kieran, my friend.
Hey.
And Milos is gonna like grab them and just werebear hug all of them.
Yeah.
He's getting a tight hug back.
Faradel's just in the middle. I don't even know how I got here, man.
Milos doesn't care.
In between a rock person and a lion place.
Milos love each and every one of you.
I'm so glad you're back.
Missed you too, buddy.
Everyone full on crying except for Faradel. You hear?
Milos, we have a new very tiny friend. You need to see him. It's so important.
And you pull.
Look at Milos, try to not hug him.
And
pull out Jerry.
Mumford pulls out this little mouse in a thimble helmet, in tiny little armor with a sewing needle greatsword. And I feel like we should all know the name Sir Jerry Squeakins. Eldritch Knight of the Court Thimble, first of his title.
Yeah, Emil's just gonna let everyone go because he now realized that Valkyrie is struggling for air.
Thank you.
Elmo's just kind of staying close. The drab Milos, you look around and see the drab prison walls, and the feeling of what you did under Windrun's thrall kind of hits you.
Milos has done many terrible things.
Milos, you probably won't be the same. And that kind of thought hits hard.
He's gonna start crying again.
It's okay. It's okay. Sweetie, it wasn't your fault.
But if Milos was stronger!
Milos. Hey, look at me. Look at me. You are plenty strong.
But Milos could be stronger. Milos could leave the mountains. If he could leave the mountains, he would not have become enslaved with mind powers.
Milos, it's okay. You're back, and you didn't do any harm.
Not Milos, remember. Milos hurted the lion man.
Oh, barely. Mumford can take a hit.
Even still, Milos does not want to be hurted by lion man. Lion man is Milos' best friend. Or one of best friends.
Val,
Yeah,
by the way, you are at 1 health.
brilliant. Look, hey, it's okay. That wasn't your fault. It never was.
Do you kind of fill Milos in on everything?
Yeah.
So you guys take like a good half hour to an hour to just fill
Let's make it an hour.
an hour? Oh yeah, an hour. About as long as a short rest.
Yeah, just a short one. You know, I need to go overboard.
All right.
Is there any point in time that I could also fill in, like, because Valkyrin doesn't remember the time shift, but Milos does, yes?
Oh fuck! Right. Yeah, he does.
So I'll fill him in on the details that technically didn't happen, but it did happen because no, it didn't, because yes, it did, because no, it didn't. It's very confusing.
Confused.
Milos is confused. Mumford's confused. Actually, Valkyrin is also very confused
Whatever you say.
because she doesn't remember this happening.
Basically, Polaire and I both went down, and then, Clothis let me make a wish, so that didn't happen. So you're not crazy, is what I'm trying to tell you.
And you do tell him about Polaire and what happened with him. It's just a lot has gone on since Milos disappeared.
Yeah.
As the discussion kind of ends, you all notice a dark part of the room. Well, looks like you've got your friend back. I hope it was worth it.
Do we all?
You all hear kind of this. It's the steps he makes are kind of muffled. As as at least Faradell, Valkyrin, and Mumford see the familiar yellow-red eyes of Kavur.
Oh, son of
I go into a battle rage on site.
Okay. I wouldn't do that if I were you. Wisdom save.
Okay, cool. That's an 8.
As you are about to go into the battle rage, you feel your muscles tense as you normally would go into a rage, but immediately relax. Oh, I am not nearly powerful enough to face all 3 of you head on, while I could probably take out the little nurse girl and Valkyrin.
Oh,
Hey!
no, did not. Like, as soon as he said he could take on Milos is gonna lift up his bed and just be like, we'll fucking crush you.
Oh, I do not, however, believe that little lion man over here, Milos and Faradel, they could probably take me, but Valkyrin, you're barely standing right now.
Hey, I had a decent short rest. I could probably hurt you.
He kind of
I have
stepped.
potions.
He stepped toward Valkyrin. Do you want to test that theory?
I want to stab him.
Okay, alright. Stab.
Alright, I'll roll that here, it's quicker. Boom it.
Yep.
1d6. 6.
15 doesn't hit. You go to stab and he grabs the blade. Oh.
Can I use my axe on him?
Okay. Before you use the axe. Oh, Cinefax. Been a while. Still doing whatever someone says you should do. God damn it! I really wish I could help you stab this guy. This guy's an asshole. Yeah, you can use your axe now.
It's an 18.
You slam your axe. He catches it. Oh. Well.
So Milos, still lifting his bed over his head, about to smash this guy, says, Milos will tuck you into a grave! And is gonna, just try to smash him with his bed.
Roll strength plus proficiency. You are proficient in bed.
Yes, it is. And this is just no advantage or anything like that?
Nope.
Just proficiency? Cool. Okay. That'd be a 19.
A third hand appears from his shoulder and catches the bed. Well, I was only coming to give you a message. I thought you would want to hear that the Grand Fae, the Arch Fae, has a problem with at least most of the people in the room.
We upset a lot of people.
Milos do not care. Milos will crush you.
Well, how about I leave you with a gift? And he lets go of the axe and Cinefax, keeping the bed up. Both of them kind of move down as if yours moves to his side. The axe moves down as if to keep their momentum going. You both kind of stumble. But as you stumble, Val, can I have a strength, a contested athletics check?
Can I say no?
If you say no, what's gonna happen?
5.
Unfortunate. He dropped, and as the rapier kind of continues his momentum. You stumble, and he catches your throat and slams you against the wall.
Ow!
Please take 15 points of bludgeoning damage. Now, I was just giving you all a warning. But since you've decided that pissing me off is a better course of action, and as he... By the way, as he moved towards the wall, the bed drops and hits the ground.
Oh, 1 day without a tantrum, man.
Okay. 1 day without a tantrum. That's what you're gonna say?
Yes. He needs to know.
As you say that, another... Val, you see that his left eye kind of disappears, and it's only his right eye looking at you. And Mumford, can I have a contested strength athletics check?
Yes. I can.
Okay.
That's a nat 20 plus 6. That's
God
26.
damn it!
I know.
5! That's 5! Gray!
Yes. Do you need proof?
Yeah, I need fucking proof!
Okay, I'm DMing.
I'm gonna have to start calling you Orion.
God, this is some personal
I'm
shit
DMing
right
the
here.
Whoopsie. It should be sent in DMs.
Yeah. Jesus fucking Christ! As this second Kavor goes for you, you move out of the way and fucking clothesline him. And you clothesline him so hard that he does a triple somersault back into his body, which stumbles the other Kavor. Val, you do have enough time to make a reaction to attack.
Are we talking only a reaction to attack, or do I get a reaction for an action?
You got a reaction for an action.
I'd like to try Resilience Sphere.
You're gonna fucking resilience sphere this motherfucker again.
I haven't Resilience Sphered him before. That wall's a wall of force.
Right.
I can't do that in this limited space.
What level?
But in here...
What level is that?
4th.
Counterspelled.
I counterspell that.
Fuck!
It is a dexterity saving throw.
Yeah, doing it.
DC 20.
Oh, fuck me. God damn it.
Did we just hamster ball this person?
Yeah, you did.
Yes. And brilliant.
I am a being of great power.
I'm going to push the ball.
Where are you pushing this ball?
Just going to shove it a bit so he falls over.
Roll. No, you don't have to roll anything. I'll roll something. Motherfucker! Why is it when I'm doing cool shit? That's a nat 1, by the way. Everyone.
Guys, we should kill him around while he's in the ball.
We can't harm him while he's there, so I recommend we get the hell out of Dodge.
You shove the ball, and he just... I am a grand...
You're a grand twat, what you are, bro.
Hey.
Elmo...
Wait, are we still inside the prison cell?
Yep.
Alright, I'm just going to walk out.
I'm guessing everyone's just gonna walk out now.
Yes.
Thanks for the message. Slam the door. Keys lock. It won't do anything, but there is a point.
Take a second to take a deep breath or something.
I just want to point out, this is the second time you've hamster balled this motherfucker. And while he was doing cool shit again.
I guess he's not that powerful after all.
Oh, he's got cute little cheeks.
You walk over to the window. I swear, when I get out of this, I am going to fucking murder your
Hey,
entire
language.
bloodline.
I'm mostly okay with that. I won't be at the funeral, so I'll see you a little bit afterwards. And then I'm going to leave because that spell's going to wear off soon.
He is not powerful enough to do the fucking put the city in darkness again, so... Fuck.
Never underestimate our need to globe a villain.
You all walk out. Elma's kind of holding on to Milosh's arm.
It is good to have friends back together. It is like nothing has happened at all.
I do, however, think that maybe, just maybe, for like a couple weeks, that Milo should just stay.
Yes, Milos has much stuff to think about that has happened that troubles him at night.
Also, Milos, you haven't been managing the army, so that whole chain of command is in kind of disarray, so we're gonna have to deal with that.
Oh.
I really don't think that's a top priority right now.
I understand, but I think Milos just needs a break.
Yes, break would be great for Milos to decompress, I think the word he's looking for.
Yeah, I understand.
One benefit is Milos, I think, has gotten better with the common speech.
Yeah, you're pretty good.
You're doing fairly well, actually, Milos.
He has learned many new words.
I wouldn't trust what devils teach.
Perhaps, but the words sound good, like onomatopoeia.
Okay, that's impressive.
That is impressive. First of all, it's impressive that you said it in that accent. Alright. We're gonna move into the end of the day.
Could I have invited Milos to Blair's birthday party that we have totally been planning and not have forgotten?
I mean, Polair's birthday.
Hey, where's Blair? Oh,
Polair's birthday party's until like the weekend.
Yeah. But heads up is always nice.
Yeah, sure. Milos, you were invited to Polair's birthday party.
Oh, Milos! Milos will have to get him a gift.
Well, you need help choosing one.
Oh.
Gift
Yes,
shopping is
Milos does
hard.
not know. Milos was thinking maybe some kind of maybe exotic animal like bear. Milos will get him bear cub.
I hate to break it to you, but that we're not allowed to do that.
Milos, why don't we get Polair a teddy bear?
But teddy bear, teddy bear could be good, but why go with stuffed bear when you could have baby bear that you raise yourself and it becomes loyal comrade in arms? And
We're gonna have a fucking trinket situation, aren't we? You're gonna make me voice a goddamn bear.
What's so bad about that?
Tell you what, Milos.
Ugh.
Tell you what, Milos. We can get you a moose. Get him a moose.
Yes, Melos love to ride moose. There are moose riders back in Goliath, but we like to ride the moose because they're tall. They can support the tall, my peoples. And the moose are just they're like really big deer.
Sounds perfect.
With Pele like moose as well. We can get them baby, bear cub and moose.
I will ask him so discreetly.
Well, I think the issue of that is we travel around a lot, and they're not exactly designed for every environment.
What the fuck are you talking about? Moose are designed for every environment.
What do you call a moose in the desert?
A camel.
Lost.
Okay. I also want to point out, moose can swim. There's
Yes, because that's fantastic in the desert.
Well, you're not going to the desert yet, are you?
We might
I
be
will-
at some point.
I will say though, actually, like moose actually do need a lot more than other. So like that's why they're not. Their environment isn't for like mostly in like northern regions where there's a lot of like rain and water and stuff like that. And why? Fun fact: they have not been used as cavalry because there have been attempts made, but they're just not as effective as horses because they require a lot more food, less. Yeah, fun history stuff for you kids.
I see what
we
Jake is
should-
doing. We're not doing it. No, bad.
Oh.
No, Jake.
But the bear cub.
No,
we
Jake.
should still get-
Oh, was that a reference to Wojtek?
You know Wojciech?
Yeah.
Wow. I've never heard anyone speak that word out of a drama class.
Anyways,
How would I not know about Wojtek, the best soldier in history?
anyways.
Wait, are you talking about the Polish bear in World War II?
Jesus Christ.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the play. Okay.
No.
All right, we head back to the castle. In the castle, you do see, Milos. You do see your room has gone unchanged. It's actually fairly clean. It's actually cleaner than you left it. So,
Makes sense.
but you do see hanging on the wall the Marauder shield, the Marauder's axe, and the Rebel's shield.
Milos will take hold of both of them and look at them very fondly.
Milos, how are you feeling?
He feels very conflicted because, on one hand, he likes the fact that he's finally back with, his friends and basically what's become his family now. But he still is haunted by, his time as evil Loesch. So he's kind of conflicted on like maybe he maybe they shouldn't have tried to bring him back because now he doesn't know if he can atone for all the bad deeds.
Milos, with that self-doubt, as you lift the Marauder's axe and the Rebel shield, they are too heavy to handle and they clash to the ground.
Milos is not worthy.
What was that noise?
No. Sounded heavy.
Hmm. Like, not just physically heavy, like, in the heart heavy.
Yeah, I think that was like the louder part of the sound.
Jesus fucking Christ. Milos, you feel this sense of unworthiness. And you hear... Why would you be worthy? After all the people you killed in my name, why would anyone think you're worthy of being anything but a murderer?
That is why Milos must regain his to wield the axe and lop off your head for your.
Uh, wow, that was a quick turnaround from self-doubt, wasn't it?
Oh, he's pissed, man. If
And
anything's gonna motivate him, it's to fucking kill that douchebag.
Get him.
can I have an intimidation check with your strength and proficiency?
Hell yeah, you can.
Let's see.
25.
You say these words, and the axe's runes glow. The orange, the bright orange that you're used to. The shield. You remember what used to be a regular shield that your father hung on his wall when he felt that he was no longer worthy of it. And you lift. And you feel that strength return. You're not the same person that left Genastris that day, but you know one thing. And that one thing is if you're gonna kill that motherfucker that took your friends away for a long time.
Yeah. And I'm assuming like I don't see like any kind of astral projection of Windrin. It's just like a voice in his head.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, Milos is just gonna like then raise the axe like in the air, like and just kind of be like,
Know this, Windring. Milos is coming for you, and he will not show mercy.
And Elma, standing at the door, smiles. I'm gonna move on to Faradell.
Dope.
Faradell.
mm-hmm.
It's been a pretty long fucking day.
Yeah.
You're kind of tired. But the thing that's kind of trapped in your mind now isn't the fact you got your friend's friend out, and while you kind of believe that they might go on without you, you are comfortable with that feeling.
Mm-hmm.
But there is that thought of leaving that gnomish rogue in the plane of thoughts that kind of haunts you. Because you know how brutal that plane can be.
Mm-hmm.
So, would you say that Faradell has kind of motivated himself into learning about the plane?
Yeah, it's actually literally what I was about to say. It's like he's gonna go to the library, check out all the books. Because also like that was just a bad trip for him, so he doesn't want to again.
So yeah, you kind of, as you think about that moment where you saw everyone you thought you disappointed and failed, you suddenly think about what saved you from that, and it wasn't like anybody saved you. It was like someone put a hand on your shoulder, and as you look back, you see everyone you thought you failed or disappointed, and you look back and you see that they are all very proud of you.
Yay.
Valkaren reluctantly so.
Makes sense.
And it kind of pushes back that feeling of self-doubt. So you move to the library and kind of start looking through the books of the Plane of Thoughts to kind of figure out, first, if you can get there, second, if you can take anyone out of there, and third, what those memory wraiths were.
Okay, so first act he's gonna do is he's gonna lay off the drugs for a little bit to kind of better himself in hopes of achieving his newfound goal.
Oh my god! Character growth! I love it! Oh, I love it so much! Alright. Violet. Val, you've had a very long day. You're fucking exhausted.
Nearly died twice.
You nearly died twice. You do get a message from Madame Miraculum.
Mm-hmm.
Letting you know that there are new spell scrolls that she can give. You can buy now. There is one that it doesn't interest you, but it does seem like it could be of use at some point. Give me 1 second, because I need to remember. I think I know the name, but I need to remember if it's actually called that. Nope, that's not it. Let's go into Brave.
What's it do? I might know it.
It gives you advantage on Wisdom saving throws, I think.
Oh, Tasha's one.
Yeah.
Oh. I swear she...
You know,
I think I know what you're talking about.
you know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah. It's the 3rd level, I think.
Yeah. Should be like Divination, I think.
Intellect Fortress.
Intellect Fortress, yes. So that kind of catches your eye.
Okay.
She does let you know that the shipment isn't available until, I think, until, I'm gonna say, Sunday or Monday.
Alright.
So yeah. But yeah, you're exhausted, so I'm guessing you're gonna head to a long rest.
First of all, I'd like to use my 1 free spell a day to contingency up. And next time I roll initiative, greater invisibility on myself.
Alright. Sounds good.
And then what is it? Mage armor, extended spell, and then go to long rest.
Okay. Yep, you can totally do that.
For the record, I'm just going to be doing that like before every long rest.
Yeah.
If I've got the spell slots.
Mumford.
And no magic points.
Yeah.
You've also had a fairly long day.
Uh-huh.
You're fucking exhausted. You see Blair and Samuel kind of just talking outside, hanging out. And you hear a knock on your bedroom door.
Open it.
You open it and see a fairly tall human male with the giantest push broom mustache on Earth. Why, hello, Master Mumford.
Hello. I'm standing so they can't see what's in my door because sometimes I go into a battle rage while I sleep, and that's really bad for how orderly the room is.
It's Bartrand. He already knows.
Bartrand! I thought Bartrand was a tiefling.
All right, he is a tiefling. Sorry. A very tall, fat tiefling with curled up horns and, again, still push broom mustache that fully covers his mouth.
I hug him so tightly.
He hugs back. Hello, Master Mumford.
Bartrand, I miss you. You've been getting days off, right? You don't need a Bartrand for the day?
I have been getting days off, sir.
Good. Have you been okay?
Yes, I have been fine, sir.
Oh, good. Has everything been okay over there?
Yes, everything's been fine. Your father... it's his busy season. He tends to get a little testy.
Actually, his busy season.
So, me and Mistress Guinevere have had to deal with that. I also do know that Mistress Lotus has returned, which is good.
She told me that she went over there earlier this month.
Yes, it was quite the conversation.
I'm sure. I heard she wasn't let in for like a solid few minutes.
Your Master Lance decided to let out the dogs at that point. It was
Oh no. He's a little trigger happy with the dogs.
He very much is.
I think he wants to see someone get mauled, which is a little concerning.
It is very concerning.
Oh, good.
Master Mumford.
Yeah?
I do have some bad news regarding your father.
What?
Can I come in, sir?
Don't roast me.
I would never.
Is that a promise?
I am the one who had to clean your room whenever you went battle rage in your sleep.
Oh, those changed? This is why I'm warning you. Anyway.
I'm sure. Is that a flumph?
Yeah, they appear sometimes.
And then it just explodes. Interesting.
Good old Scott.
That was that flumph's name?
Yes.
I will say the flumph changes, but it goes through like four different flumphs. So yeah, I'm gonna say that one was Scott.
Scott loves exploding.
Interesting. I see you've been granted access to some particular magic abilities.
Granted access, more like I was having a bad day and brain changed.
May I?
You know how it is.
May I sit, sir?
Yes, you may. Do you need refreshments?
Oh no, I couldn't. And then the shield's assistant comes in. Did I hear refreshments? Does someone need refreshments?
Are you okay?
Look, you haven't called on me in a lot, and I'm just kind of scared that when you do call on me, that it's to fire me because I haven't been around much.
Oh, you do great. You're wonderful.
Thank you. You just see tears in his eyes.
You're so good at what you do. I'm proud of you, and you're so diligent.
He goes to
Do
grab
you want to
drinks.
sit down too?
He sobs while going to grab drinks.
Found another way to be a dad in this episode.
So, I have some unsightly news.
Yeah?
Master Lance has been accused of embezzlement.
By who?
By several of the other board members.
But he wasn't the embezzler. He brought this up. Well, not exactly this, but he brought up an embezzlement thing. I remember the word.
Yes, that was quite a while ago, but there have been some strange goings on with his accounts and everything.
Oh?
Master Mumford,
Yeah?
I do wish to leave your father's employ.
I don't blame you.
And I would like if you could find a way to come into your employ.
I don't want to fire the other person, but I also don't want to leave you on the curb.
You don't have to fire the other person.
Don't?
No. It is
Okay.
completely normal for anybody of the royal court to have a couple of gophers, let's just say.
But you're a tiefling.
Thank you, Mumford. Gopher would be... I would like to be in yours and Polair's employ.
Okay. I mean, you have... Hold on, and he puts on, like, these really tiny reading glasses and pulls a paper off his desk. Well, according to these papers here, you have all of the requirements and experiences.
Mumford, I
needed.
did bring you a resume.
Oh, can I see it?
Yeah, sure.
Oh. Whoa, I didn't know you did that.
Yes.
Whoa, hey.
As you can also see, I was part of the King's army. It's right there.
Oh. Well, I think you're very qualified. You're like a lot of qualified.
Thank you, Master Mumford.
And you can just call me Mumford.
Thank you, Mumford. I'll go help your other assistant with refreshments.
Okay.
I will warn you that your mother will be coming by to visit.
You word it like a warning.
It's another unsightly topic. Anyways,
Oh, no.
have a good day.
Divorce?
I will not confirm or deny. And he just very speedily walks out of the room.
That doesn't look good.
So, Mumford, you now have Bartrand under your employ, which
My friend.
which he will help Samuel with some things as well.
Okay. Cool.
All right. Does everyone take their long rests?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Faradell, Mumford, and Valkyrin. Not Milos. As you all drift into various modes of sleep after this long day of battles and getting your friends back. It's not the most comfortable sleep. Your body tenses and strains, and you try to toss and turn, but you feel almost paralyzed. Your dreams, all three of you, begin at this almost cathedral-like building, purely white marble. And as you kind of start off, you see that, Mumford, you're on a mountain staring down. Faradell, you are near a river staring up. And Val, you are at the entrance. As Val, you start to move, and as all three of you kind of move in a lockstep, not knowing that you are in complete sync with each other, you're pulled into the cathedral, and sitting on his throne is Alexandros the Archfey. And he says, Well, on the charge of taking something precious out of the Feywilds, are you all ready to play a game? And that's where we're going to leave off.
Ooh.
Does he want Cinefax back?
Like, comment, subscribe, do all of the things. Vaccinate, vote, do everything.
Yeah.
Get us to that 1,000 subscriber mark so we can get that Faradell show.
Yeah.
That is the only goal I care about.
Patreon.
Patreon. That is exactly what we're going to call it. Thank you for watching this wonderful episode of Not Good Enough, and we will see you guys next time. Bye!
Bye.
Skadoosh.